Hey guys, welcome back to Cook Eat Enjoy Food. If you are new here, you are welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and also like it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make chicken wraps. Some people call it chicken tortilla wraps. The ingredients will be 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is wheat flour. Now to the 2 cups of all-purpose flour, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix it around very well. Make sure you first wash your hands before you handle any food, because all the viruses and the bacteria are going to go in the food and you're going to get sick. So make sure you sanitize everything, the surface you're going to work with, all your utensils are well sanitized. So you mix it together. To the flour, we are going to add 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. 4 tablespoons. And then you mix it well. I'll be using my hands on the later stage to knead my dough, but for now I'm just going to use a wooden spoon. To this we are going to add 3/4 of a cup of lukewarm water. So you just add a little bit and you mix. If you don't want to use your hands, you can just use your stand mixer. It can do the job for you. If you see it's a little bit sticky, too sticky, you can just add a little bit of flour to it. I'm just going to dust a little bit. Dust it with a little bit of flour. And then what we're going to do, we are going now to transfer our dough onto the surface. We are going to knead this for several minutes, just until your dough is well combined and it's not sticky at all. Like for this one, it feels a little bit sticky, too sticky. So I'm just going to add a little bit of flour and just knead it. You're going to get a bowl, and then you're just going to add a little bit of cooking oil. Just coat it. You can also use olive oil into your dough and all that. So you're just going to grease your bowl, and then just put your dough into the bowl like this. And then we are going to cover this for, you can cover this or let it rest for from 15 to 1 hour. But the thing is that the longer you leave it to rest, the more flavor you're going to get from the wraps. So for me, I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes. If you are in a hurry, you can at least let it rest for 15 minutes. But if you're not in a hurry, let it rest for 1 hour. Then you get the delicious soft wrap. So I'm going to let it rest for 30 minutes. So guys, while the dough is resting, we are now going to move on to the chicken. So we're going now to cook the chicken. So here is just a chicken breast, which I cut into cubes, small cubes. So you can always increase the amount of chicken. Now when I'm going to cook the chicken, I'm just going to do a little bit of freestyle. So this actually means you can go into your pantry and play around with all your spices. Just add spices, and you know, it's not really a must that you must use what I'm going to use today. So it's just a little bit of a freestyle, just playing around with my spices actually. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to marinate the chicken. So I'm going to add just a tablespoon of soy sauce, and then we are also going to add around about a teaspoon of fresh garlic. It's now, I just chopped it into little cubes, and then I'm just going to add around about half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Just add it in there, and then I'm just going to mix it together. And we are just going to let it sit for around about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to cook it. It has now been 10 minutes. So in a pot or a pan, we're just going to add a little bit of cooking oil. So your pan should be on medium heat. We're going to add our chicken into the pan. And just mix it around until it is well cooked. Then I'll be back when it is well cooked. The chicken has now been cooking for some minutes. So what I'm going to add in the chicken, so I'll add some paprika, just a pinch of paprika, and then to that we are also going to add just a little bit of peri-peri, and then we also add some crushed chilies. To this we also add 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup or tomato sauce, 2 tablespoons, and then 2 tablespoons of water. Now we are just going to mix everything up. To this, we're just also going to add a half a tablespoon of brown sugar, and now I'm just going to mix it together and let it simmer and cook through. And because we are not dealing with exact measurements, now this is the time that you get your spoon and taste your chicken to see what is missing from there, and just add it in there. If maybe you need more sugar or more salt, more pepper, more chili, and all the good stuff. So I'm just going to cook this and cook it through. So cooking it through, this means your chicken is not pink, it should be white. My chicken is now cooked, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cover it, and it has already been more than 30 minutes. So now I'm just going to deal with the dough so that we can make the tortilla wraps. So guys, the dough has now has been sitting for more than 30 minutes. So this is how it looks. It is so soft, and yet it's not sticky. Incredible, right? So now what we're going to do with the dough, we're going to divide it into 10 equal balls. So you just divide into 10 equal balls. It is so stretchy. So let me just try to make 10 equal balls. Now 10 balls, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So what we're going to do now, the ones we're not going to use, just going to put them back into the bowl. I'm just going to leave with the one that I'm going to use, and then just cover the bowl with the towel. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to dust the working space with a little bit of flour, and also just a little bit, and you're just going to press it like this with your palm, and you're just going to roll it out. So the size will depend on the pen you are going to use, so you can just put the pen size in mind so that you don't find yourself making large tortillas that are not going to fit in your pen. So here's my rolled wrap dough. So I'm just going to transfer it into the pot and let it cook. So guys, my wrap is now in the pot. So we're just going to wait until it forms bubbles, and you can see that it's cooked thoroughly. Then we're just going to flip it the other way around. So now it's time to turn it. Do not overcook it, or if you overcook it, then it's going to be crispy. So this is how it looks, right? My tortilla is now cooked, so I'm going to remove it from the pot and place it onto a bowl, and then you're going to cover it with a clean towel. So this will help to keep it warm and moist. So guys, I am now done cooking all my tortilla wraps. So here they are. You can see they're nice and soft and still warm because I covered them with a clean towel and I placed them just into the microwave just so that they cannot get dry. So for our fillings, so we're going to need some mayonnaise, some red onion. If you don't have red onion, then you can just use the normal onion, but the red onion just gives it a pop of color. Some cucumber, some lemon or lime. You're just going to sprinkle some juice onto the wrap. Shredded cheese, any of your liking. Some tomatoes, some lettuce, and our chicken. So guys, now what we are going to do, we take our tortilla wrap. So mine are a little bit smaller, so they're going to turn into mini chicken tortillas. So what we're going to do first, we're going to get our chicken and we're just going to lay it in the middle of our tortilla. And then after that, we're going to get our tomatoes. Just some tomatoes. Try to lay them to the tortilla. And then our lettuce, our onions, our cucumbers, then our mayonnaise. Just add it there. lime, just a little bit of lime, and some cheese. I'm going to fold this side first, and then I'll fold it inwards like this. If you have a toothpick, you can just, to keep it there, you just pin it with a toothpick. So I'll be back when I'm done with all of them. So guys, here, this is how the wraps look like. So some of the wraps, they couldn't fit in the bowl, in the plate I mean. So yes, that's how they look like. And I'm still going to look for the thumbnail picture. When I find it, I will show you guys how the thumbnail is going to look like. So guys, this is going to be my thumbnail. So there's my thumbnail. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also comment on what you would like me to cook on the coming videos. So if you want to see me cooking something different, you just write it in the comments, and I'll probably cook it in one of my videos. So please try this out, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to cook, eat, and enjoy your food. Bye. See you in the next video. So what we're going to add now